Hello everyone. This video, I hope you all make it to the end of it, because I've got some statistics on child welfare, removal of children, and tax dollars. So please like this video, subscribe to this channel so I can grow and get the word out more on these topics that I cover. These topics may not be for everybody, but once they reach the person that needs to hear them, that's when we can start making a difference. I ask, if you have your own channel, if you could please promote mine. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That way I can do a mobile live later, I think on like the 25th of this month at Pride, because I want to be able to give the closeted LGBTQIA members a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and the ones that cannot go to Pride, they cannot be out, I want to be able to bring Pride to them. But YouTube will not let me go live on mobile until I have 1,000 subscribers. So please help me get there. Now, as I have made a video earlier about Meghan Walsh and the whole situation with her and her newborn baby, I've been doing a little bit of research on it, because by now all of y'all should know I don't really say much if I don't have the backed research. So there's probably going to be a few videos as I'm doing the research. But I found this out about John Walsh. On July 27th, 1981, while at a department store, Adam Walsh was kidnapped when his mother, Reeve Walsh, stepped away, leaving the boy to watch other boys playing video games. A security guard asked the older boys to leave because they were being disruptive, and later on he said he thought that Adam had followed them out. 2 weeks after that, Adam's partial remains were located. They were found in a drainage canal approximately 100 miles away from where he had went missing. Now that prompted John Walsh to advocate for the missing and exploited children. John and Reeve, led an effort to establish the Missing Children's Act of 1982, the Missing Children's Assistance Act of 1984, and the National Children for Missing and Exploited Children. John went on to create a TV series that was called America's Most Wanted, and it featured unsolved cases and suspected fugitives. And between 1988 and 2013, there was 771 episodes, and they actually captured nearly 1,200 fugitives. There has been a lot of controversy over his drug use, infidelity, and making many controversial statements in public. One of those statements, according to the Wall Street Journal in 2007, was that John Walsh was suggesting parents avoid male babysitters, saying men were more likely to violate young children. He later responded saying that it wasn't a witch hunt, he was just trying to minimize the risks. Many argue that this was sexist comment and harmful to relationships. He has also been criticized for mixing up facts to incite fear. He estimated 50,000 children were adopted by strangers in the U.S. every year, when the number was actually closer to 100. So, how does this man have so much power, and how can any man do what he is doing to his daughter? How can he get away with putting his grandchildren through complete hell? How is he above the law? Why are they not arresting him if he's making all these accusations and stuff to get those children removed? And why are so many agencies allowing his sick games to go on, traumatizing those children? Family court systems should not allow this kind of behavior. They should not allow him to abuse the system in such a manner to the point that innocent families, the families that they are supposed to protect, are being abused and traumatized. When will CPS actually do what is right and stop being a puppet on a string for some famous person? When will CPS zip up their pockets and stop allowing rich and famous people to corrupt the system with their evil tactics? Now, some of the statistics that I have found while I was researching for this case. 437,283 American children were removed from their parents in 2019. Federal reports state 9+ million children have been separated from their parents in the last 20 years. Many of these children were removed and traumatized based upon unconditional statutes and unacceptable judicial practices by the county agencies. Minnesota is number one in this practice based on allegations with no supporting evidence. Minnesota is also number one in American Indian child removals and has significant racial disparities. The traumatization of U.S. children has reached epidemic proportions, according to a 10-year study by the American Public Health Association. 37.4% of all children experience a Child Protective Service investigation by age 18. That is 27.7 million children and 49 million parents. 84% of all child removals are not related to any physical harm of the child, as reported to the U.S. Congress in the AFCARS report. 61% of the placements were considered neglect, which is based purely on social workers' discretion, which basically translates to the freedom to do whatever the caseworker wants. Most often what they deem as neglect is simply just poverty. Instead of helping the parents, the children get removed. The removal of children is becoming, I guess you could just say, normal. Yep, that's what I'm going to say. The removal of children is becoming normalized. Yep, you heard me. Traumatizing children and families through systemic violence is simply becoming normalized. Our tax dollars go to states to support the entire foster care and group home system. Payments begin the minute a child is placed, and they even get bonuses for special needs such as medications. Then they get even more bonuses to the state agencies for terminating the parental rights or adoption of children, even if the parents are still fighting for custody in family court. The most recent estimates are 1,000 plus billion per year. They get by with this because they have a secret closed-door child protection court system and established independent privatized oversights with direct authority and accountability. If the system was honest, they would not have to hide. Instead, the government hides behind closed doors, conducting the court proceedings in secret across America so that the citizens are unaware that social services and court systems are permanently scarring children emotionally by terminating the rights of the parents without a jury trial, simply just before a single judge. A thief gets a jury trial just for stealing a pack of gum, but a parent will not get a jury trial when the states are taking the children forever. Children's civil rights are being violated daily, and it is time to say no more. If you have a story that you would like for me to tell, you can email me at truth.honesty.transparency@gmail.com, and I will gladly read your email and do a video about it. I will not mention your name or anything like that unless you specifically ask me to. But it is time for us to come together and put a stop to this. There are many of us, and there are only so many agencies out there. If we all take a stand and we try to change the judicial system, that way, at least fight for a jury trial upon removal or termination, then maybe they won't have a leg to stand on. They won't be able to hide anymore. And the more stories that we can get out there, the better chance we have of making other people aware of what is going on. Because that's what this channel is about, bringing awareness. And right now, the Child Protective Services are going to be coming to light. They're going to be known for what they're doing. And I'm not bashing all of them. I know that some children do need to be removed from their home. Some children are being hurt daily. They need to be out of those homes. But for them to just walk in and say, I'm taking your kid, without anything other than a simple report, something needs to change. We are better than that. We deserve better than that. And I don't know what CPS is like in other countries, but I know I have quite a few subscribers that's from other countries. So if you have any CPS stories or something that's happened in your neighborhood or whatever, feel free to email me. I will gladly bring that to light as well. It's time that we start protecting our children from the people that are supposed to be protecting our children.